Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the little bingo card we have for you for the next couple of months. Now, this is just a fun side project. It is not meant to take you away from the thing that you are supposed to do. So pinky swear me right now. You're like, you're going to see this bingo card, but as achievers and accomplishers, you're not going to let this get in the way of the thing that you're supposed to be doing. So for example, if it's candy and cocktail hour at your house tonight, you are going to do that first. That's the most important thing. Then you would do some of these things, but we're going to get you to bang some of these things off. You're like a little bingo card. We have prizes and stuff like that, okay? So you have till December 31st, but here are some things I want you to do in terms of connection. So, and you probably want to write some notes beside them because their squares aren't very big. So this is what we're going to get you to do. So here in this corner here, this is a random act of kindness for a stranger. We want you to connect with somebody you don't know, somebody you've never met, somebody you have no vested interest in, and you're going to do just a random act of anonymous kindness for them. And the anonymous part is important. We want you to do something for them that they can't repay you for. So there's no like karma owing or anything like that, okay? A handwritten letter. This is a handwritten letter or a handwritten note card for people so that they can just receive words of affirmation from you. And it doesn't have to be like 9 pages long, though it can be. It can be to anybody. So it can be to your like dearest, most inner circle. It could be to a coworker. It could be to somebody you barely know. But you're going to write a handwritten, so not typed out, not an email, handwritten letter. That's the point of that one. You're going to buy your own gift. So rather than waiting for somebody to buy you a birthday gift or a Christmas gift over the next couple months, you can buy yourself something. You're going to treat yourself, but within your budget, okay? So something that's appropriate for you and for no reason. You're going to eat dessert first. You can do this one with the family. You could eat dessert for breakfast. I don't care. But you're going to use it as a connection point with people that you love to just be a little bit silly and outside of the box. Then you're going to read a book. I don't care what book. Just read a book. We're big book readers around here, so you can pick a book. Fiction or nonfiction, doesn't matter. You're going to do something brave that scares the pants off of you. And so you probably have something already in mind. Most of you do, because you're like, oh, this is the thing that I want to do that scares me. So, but I want it to be specific. So I don't want you to, at the end of the, like in order to get this like bingo dob here on this one, you can't just be like thinking of something that you did that was scary and you're like, oh yeah, I did that thing. You have to like intentionally go and pre-scare the pants off yourself, go through the fear, and then count it as a bingo dob, okay? So you can't be like, in February, like this is like something that you're going to do, okay? Play, I don't care what this is, but this has got to be no devices. This isn't like playing Candy Crush on your phone. This is like no devices, connection with children or a loved one. It can be things like a snowball fight. It can be whatever, building Lego, anything, just play. But it has to be something that you like doing. So you're not doing it playing for somebody. You're not like playing Barbies because your kids are asking you for the 100th time. You are playing. You are acknowledging your inner child and having a lot of fun, okay? No devices is just a special 1 day, 24-hour period where you are going to just not use your phone for a full 24 hours if you can stomach it. I know you can. So you can choose that date ahead of time. You're going to let people, we do this every year in Achievement Club anyway, as a group, we kind of talk about this as being something important that we all do together, but you're going to plan it out ahead of time so that your partner, your children know, but also anybody that would normally try and get a hold of you that day knows, so that we're not ghosting grandma or something on an important day. So no devices for 24 hours, longer if you can. You're going to have a date night. If you're single, you're going to have a date night with yourself. Date night with a best friend, date night with whoever, but it's an intentional night where you go out and do something that celebrates the relationship. So either the relationship with you and your best friend, the relationship with yourself, some kind of date night. The push yourself one is going to come from you doing class 2 experience. So if you remember, class 2 experiences are things that make us, that might not feel good, but that are good for us. That's a push yourself. So things that you might not want to do, but you know you ought to because they're good for you, that would be a push yourself. Something that moves you closer to your goal, that's a push yourself. So for example, if I'm Vanessa McWilliams and right now I'm querying agents, like she shared last weekend on the call, and she's, you know, querying 3 a day, maybe her thing is I'm going to query 20 agents a day for the next 20 days or something. That might be a push yourself. You can try a new recipe. You're going to cook something. I know those of you that don't cook, maybe it means you're going to order hot dogs from Skip the Dishes from a new place that you've never ordered before. It doesn't matter. You're going to try a new recipe. You're going to work out outdoors, some kind of workout for 30 minutes or more if you can. Then you have another anonymous random act of kindness. Then this one, though, doesn't need to be for a stranger. It can be for somebody you know. So the first one up there at the top on the left is for a stranger, and this one here is for somebody that you know, but that will never know that it was you that did it, okay? Be still just refers to spending some time over the next, between now and the end of 2020, doing nothing, just being still, no distractions. Ideally, this is for 2 hours or more. That's the guideline that we're going to give you. And really try no music, no nothing, just be still. And you can't wake up tomorrow morning and be like, well, I was still for 8 hours last night, I slept, I'm going to count that. So you have to be awake and alert, but still, okay? You have to face failure. So we want you to do something here that you know you're not going to be good at. We want you to suck on purpose. So this is really about, like, let's say you've never ridden a unicycle before. You're going to spend 2 hours trying to ride a unicycle or play the ukulele or something like that. You're going to do something that you know you're not good at, and you're just going to lean into the fact that you can't do it, and you're going to do your best. We want you to nap or sleep in at least once between now and the end of December, like a luxurious type of nap or sleeping in. And if you've got little kids at home, that might require some, you know, sort of conversation with you and another person that lives in your house to make sure that that's okay. It might require you sending the kids to grandma and grandpa's. You might have to get creative there, depending on what's safe for you in terms of social distancing and stuff like that. You're going to read another book. You're going to pre-budget for Christmas. So you're going to plan ahead for Christmas so that you keep your spending in line with your goals. And if you're not in the Get the Hell Out of Debt program, it doesn't matter. This isn't a get the hell out of debt exercise. This is just a we're humans and we're responsible exercise. So we're going to plan ahead to see what Christmas might cost us and make sure that we stick within our budget. You're going to express love somehow or other to someone. This is a very vulnerable expression. This isn't just telling somebody randomly on the street, I love you. This is like you heartfelt telling somebody how you feel. It can be anybody. But it's got to be vulnerable, and it's got to make you a little bit nervous, give you a few butterflies to do it. You're going to complete a goal. I don't care what it is. You're going to push and try and get a goal done by the end of the year. You decide what it is. You decide when it's done. Speak up. This is going to be a really important one. You can do this online. You can do it on Facebook. You can do it in person. You can do it by writing somebody an email. But when you catch something that you feel like maybe you could lend your voice to, you're going to try and do that. Kindly, always with kindness. Even if the person you're speaking up to isn't being kind, okay? But we're going to speak up and with love, okay? And donate. So you can donate something, anything. This can be your time, this can be resources, this can be money, this could be items around your house. You're going to donate something. You're going to ask for help. So this is about finding something that you really ought to ask for help, like something that you really need help on, not just like, hey, will you help me with the dishes, but something that would require you to bravely ask somebody for help. That's going to happen there. We want you to watch a sunrise or a sunset, and you're going to read another book, so 3 books total. Any questions about any of that? The grand prize for that. So you're going to do all that, you're going to document it, and then you're going to submit it on December 31st. And one winner is going to get private total life transformation coaching from me in 2021. So that's the program that's $5,000. It's comes with a transformation weekend, a private transformation weekend, and all kinds of things. There's a men's group running this year, but the majority of them are female. So you'd win that package. So your job is to do all of those things and document them, no cop-outs, and I'll draw a winner on the first weekend in January, okay? So you want to get those in. You just pop me an email with all of them. We also have a bunch of other prizes and stuff to give out along the way. So you're just going to kind of keep track of those things and post in Facebook or send them to us, whatever. Just know we may use them on social media. Who knows? We'll decide. But your job is to just do your best and get out of your comfort zone. Okay? Questions about any of that? If you have questions about Total Life Transformation, there's a couple people in the group who are in it or are doing it. So they'll tell you it's not like a typical coaching program. It's a pretty deep, emotional, Sarah K. Just your eyeballs got go, pretty deep emotional process. But regardless, I don't want you to do this to win. I want you to do this because you want to do this work for you. I want you to knock those things off your bingo jobber because you believe in growth and because you want to see what you're capable of. And so the reason we're doing all of those different things is because they cover different modalities, different areas of growth, different thinking, and all of them require us to expand. Some of them require us to relax and rest, but rest and relaxation is also part of growth. So that becomes really important, okay?